Alrighty guys, I'm Casey and welcome to a brand new episode of SkyFactory. I did get the advancement for claiming a full double chest of cobblestone. We did that here. We're going to set that up to do this a little bit better, but in the meantime, in between episodes, I've done some work. I've started work on this area to get this area with the trees looking better. I've not managed to do all of the area because it is kind of a lengthy process to do what I'm doing. But I'll get there each time. You can sort of see it back here. We've gone with this. I've lowered this by a half block, which puts this a spawnable location now. So we do need to get some torches here. And the trees are encased in a piece of cobblestone. Now I do want to replace this wood with dirt in the near future. And that's part of the reason why I stopped doing this, because I was like, there's no point in me doing all of this if I'm replacing this with dirt a little bit further down the line. And also I did this wall. We've now got this. This used to have just a thing here, but I got rid of that thing that we built because I wasn't liking it. And I replaced it with this. And these are where we're going to be working today, in these alcoves here, because I want to automate these trees as best we possibly can. Now to do that we need... Oh yeah, I also added storage here. We've got a load of just blocks here. These two are empty for now. Up here we've got all our saplings, we've got all of our tree drops, we've got just a bunch of random stuff, ores and stuff, and then we've got this. I do need to remake a unlimited, I need to remake an infinite water source, but I do have 2 buckets enough to do that, so that's not a problem. But to get into actually automating, we're going to want to get into hopping bonsais. But I'm almost certain that there's going to be some advancements for this. And if we have a look here, I'm sure I saw advancements for the hopping bonsai. Let's see. Fertile soil. So we've got this mulch here, which is actually something that I want to use as well. But aha! It's staring me right in the face. There's these hopping bonsais here. And of course, we've got these to do a little bit later on. I did find something that can... store things in larger quantities, so I'm kind of looking forward to actually getting into that. But we're just going to use chests in this instance. So the first thing we're going to want is some iron. I don't really have all that much in the way of iron, but I do have some of these iron resins and some of these iron acorns. So hopefully we can make ourselves some iron amber. Let's just have a little look here. Iron amber. So we go ahead and make ourselves this version of it, which is 26 pieces. That's a significant portion. Where's my smeltery? It's over here. So we go 3. We'll get those 3 in there. And this is going to be something that obviously is going to take me a little bit of time. But I feel that I've got enough to do what I need to do now. So I'm going to actually grab this furnace array and just pop them. I don't actually want to pop them above the chest. Now this isn't a permanent thing, because we're going to have a door here leading into the base. So just bear that in mind. That's not going to be a permanent thing, but we are going to utilize them for now. What else did I want? I wanted clay, because we are going to need something. So if we look at hopping bonsais, it requires this bonsai pot, which requires 5 brick. So I'm going to need a bit of clay. Do I have any more clay? I'm sure I have clay resin here, yeah. So I should be able to make clay relatively easy. Let's just do that. Clay. And I've got to say, I've said this before, but I want to say it again. That I'm actually I really like this mod that does this. I don't know what it is. Orchids or something, I think. So we're just going to dump these in here. I'm going to dump all of this in here because why not? But I really like this. It's a real breath of fresh air over the previous way of just constantly grinding out ex nihilo and sieving and stuff. This is actually something different and something new. I do have to be careful because, like I said, some of these places are spawnable locations, and because there's nowhere else to spawn, mobs will spawn. I've had a couple of creepers. Thankfully, I've had no deaths, although I did have a little sloth that came very close. But I was able to successfully dodge him in the end. So we're going to need some more some more lava, but we can actually go ahead and just break this down and make ourselves a bucket here. This will make getting lava a little bit easier. So I'm going to take this torch and I'm just going to, for now, I'm just going to pop this here. This is all a very temporary setup. I didn't grab cobblestone. Cobblestone would be up here, wouldn't it? No, it would be in this one. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we should be able to grab it without actually losing the bucket this time. There we go. And I'm glad that this doesn't take as long as the whole X, Nilo and whatnot used to take. So you used to have to wait about 5 minutes just for one bucket of lava. It was kind of annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4. Grab that. Alright, that's full. Cool. So there we go. We've got our iron. We've got at least one block in there. So we can go ahead and pour that out into here. We get ourselves some more iron amber doing up. But while we do that, let's grab this because we will have this. What I want to do is I want to create a chest like so. So we've got this hopper. We need to create the bonsai, which is created like this. And I will show you this. We need some dirt. Do I actually have dirt? Dirt is something I don't think that I have. That's okay. We should be able to make some dirt. But before we make dirt, what does mulch? Because this can be used. Cocoa. So that requires cocoa beans. This requires biofuel. This requires... So this is fertilizer. So yeah. But you can see as we upgrade this... Yeah, they all require the previous one. So brown mulch is just cocoa beans. How do I get cocoa beans? We should be able to get them from a jungle sapling in here. Okay. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves some dirt first, and I'll show you how one of these bonsais work. And we can get ourselves into some mulch right off the bat, pretty much anyway. So if we do this, and I grab myself some dirt, I'm only going to grab the one piece of dirt because I feel like I only need. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do all the 11. It doesn't matter. We're gonna get plenty of these in the end soon enough. Anyway, so. If we take this and we place it down like so, we can take a piece of dirt and we can right click the dirt into it, which is brilliant. It puts a little dirt in there. But what this allows us to do, if we go up here and we grab a jungle sapling and we put this in here, we plant the jungle sapling in here, this is going to grow a jungle tree within a 1x1 block. As you can see, it's starting to grow now. And we've got our percentage just here in the middle center of the screen. We're at 30% now. And this is going to grow. We'll come back to that in just a little bit. Because actually, I believe I've got everything that I need. Yes, I've got my chest. But I do want to... I always forget how to make a tripwire hook. It's literally a stick and a thingy. A piece of cobblestone. Piece of iron, isn't it? Yes. So, let's grab that. We've got iron on us, haven't we? Yes. So... let's make ourselves some sticks and make ourselves 2 tripwire hooks. And I'm just going to turn one of these into a trapped chest. The reason that I'm doing that is because you can't put 2 chests next to one another in this. I tried, it didn't work. Okay, so now we've got this grown. We just mine it like so. And we get our things. Although I could have sworn that there was an easier way to mine it. Maybe you just right click it. But we're not going to use that method for too long. What we're going to do is we're going to take this bonsai pot. We're going to put a hopper below it and get this thing called a hopping bonsai pot. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop a chest here. I'm going to put this hopper bonsai on top. We've actually now got cocoa beans, so we can get ourselves some mulch. Which I did actually learn this from a fellow YouTuber by the name of System Collapse. This upgrades the growth rate by almost 50%. Good for 2%, and we get 2 of it for just some sticks in 1 piece of brown dye, which is actually really cheap. It means that we don't need dirt. I kind of figured that maybe I misread this recipe and we did need dirt, and I just wasn't thinking of that, but evidently not. If we want to upgrade, we would need biofuel, which is getting into power, which we don't have access to yet, but we can always do this a little bit later on. So I'm going to pop this mulch down here, and I'm going to take this jungle sapling, and I'm going to pop this jungle sapling in here. And that's going to grow us. Remember, this is a hopping bonsai pot. And what that means is that it's going to automatically put it into this chest. Now, ideally, I would like a storage drawer on this. But they aren't in this pack, unfortunately. And yes, I know I could easily add them to this pack. It wouldn't be too much of a problem. But that kind of defeats the purpose of playing the pack. But you saw there, it disappeared. And we got our stuff in here. So I'm just going to put in the other stuff that we got. This isn't extremely fast. It does take a little while, but at the same time, you just leave this going and it's going to do it automatically for you. And I want to see if we can actually put these into them. I believe that we can, but I'm not 100% certain on that. I'm going to have to double check that. But yeah, so let me get some more of these hopping bonsais made up, and I will be back with you in just a little bit. Welcome back, guys, and I've got the vast majority of this actually in place, but not all of it. And I just want to have a look, see if there's a wooden hopper, which there is. And the reason that I want a wooden hopper is very, very simple. I wanted to do this on camera. I'm actually going to go up here, and I'm going to put the wooden hopper here, and I'm going to stick my iron amber in there so I can just simply have this slightly automated. We can automate this a little bit more in the near future, but for now, this is perfectly fine. So I've got a few of them in place. I've got 6 here, which we are going to put all the vanilla trees in. I've got another 6 here, which are going to be for other ones. The ones that are actually down all have brown mulch in them. Oh no, I tell a lie. I tell a lie. That one doesn't. That one doesn't. So if we actually go over here, you can see I've got another row here, and these ones we've already started to put brown mulch in. So we're going to actually get to some of these right now and get some of these planted. The first one, obviously, iron, because I'm going to need iron. And I also would like the, where is it? We've got clay saplings. Did I not spread that one fully? The tin one, that's the one that I'm wanting. The tin's over here. I don't think I actually did this one fully. So let's get some of that done. That'll do. There we go. We've got tins now. We're going to see if this actually works, if we can do this or not. And while this is a lot slower than manually doing it, it also means that we don't have to babysit this. We don't have to keep doing this. We can just come back to this at any point. Yes. Cool. So we've got an iron sapling in there. We got a tin one in there, which is good. We can use these ones for ores and these ones for maybe coal and stuff, because there are a lot of saplings that we want to get done. One of the ones being that I really want dirt and I really want clay being another one of the ones, and I want to put these ones over here, but unfortunately I only got the one bonsai free over here, so we'll just pop dirt there. We'll put clay in the one next to it, but I want to get ourselves some of the rest of the saplings, because like I said, we've got an oak sapling here, we've got a birch sapling here, we've got an acacia, and we've got but we don't need jungle because jungle's already there. So we'll put we've got an apple there, we got a birch there, we got an acacia sapling here. So we need dark oak, and we also need spruce. And I kind of want to get into seeing how we get those. I shouldn't imagine that it would be overly difficult, but first of all, first things first, let's have a snack. And at least we're getting the iron for the uppers now done automatically. And we don't really have to worry too much about it. We just have to go to a chest and pull resources as and when we need them. If we have a look here, we should actually have some. Yeah, as you can see, we've already got some of the acorns and some of the resin already done here for us. And we didn't even have to do anything, really. We just sit and wait. So, let's have a little look at this spruce sapling. See how we get ourselves a spruce sapling. It is a petrified sapling in a water-filled cauldron. Okay, so I've got a cauldron here. We get ourselves a water bucket here. We just pop this down and pop the water in there like so. And we get ourselves a petrified sapling. And we can go ahead and just wash that. That gets us a spruce sapling. We can pop the spruce down there. Easy peasy. And now we just need a dark oak sapling. Dark oak sapling, which is right here. And again, this is a coal sapling washed. Okay, so that's a relatively easy one to do. So let's just wash that. We got a dark oak sapling. And now we've got all of our vanilla types of wood just sort of being generated for us automatically. We don't really have to worry about it too much. Obviously, this one's generating stuff. Obviously, I still need to flesh this out a little bit and fill these up. And I am going to put the apple sapling in one. But I don't know where I want to put the apple sapling. Yeah, if I just want to make that one on its own somewhere separate. At least just temporarily, because I do want some apple saplings. But there are some more saplings that I do want to get into here. We've got this lapis sapling here. We've got this redstone sapling. We've got a lead sapling. We've got a... we've got a lot of saplings that we need to get on. But I think for now I'm going to finish fleshing out, make sure that each one of these has its own hopper pot, and then I will be back with you in a little while. Welcome back, and you can see we've got them all in place now. So I've got cottonwood, I've got clay, I've got sand, I've got bone, I've got petrified, and I've got dirt all here. And as you can see, these are running quite well. We've got ourselves a reasonable amount of resources here without really doing too much. Now, all of these resources in here are what have been generated by these. I haven't gone and taken the ones that I've chopped down and put them in their associated chests. Wow, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there is something really loud going on right outside of my window. So I do apologize for that. But as you can see, these are all the ones that I've cut down manually. And I've gotten rid of most of the trees now, just so we can see our space here. And we can obviously work a little bit more on this. But there are a couple of things that I want to get into before the end of this episode. Let me show you over here as well, so you can see we've got our iron here and our tin. Obviously, I've been using the iron to get the required iron for the hoppers, but I haven't touched the tin yet. You can see we've got a significant portion of that already there, and we got coal here. I moved the gravel here. I did originally have the gravel up there. I can't remember if I showed that in the last clip or I did that between clips, but I moved the gravel over here just to make it a little bit easier on myself. And now what I want to do is I want to where is it? It's somewhere here. We can create a hopper. I want to create this, okay, a actual crate for storage, which is, if I am remembering rightly, not spelled like that, is actually relatively cheap. So I just need some planks. So if I do that, and that, we get ourselves a crate. And this is from Barrels, Drums, Storage, and More. So let's have a little look at that. At Barrels. Because if we actually look at it, you can see that we've got this upgrade here. And this 64 upgrade is relatively cheap. Even this 264 upgrade is cheap. The 1K upgrade needs... we can't get the creative one. So I think we may go... No, let's just go for this. This should be alright. So it's just a little bit more of this. And the reason that I want this is very, very simple. I actually think I need 2 of those, don't I? So now I should be able to craft that up. There we go. I wonder if we can use multiples. So they do stack. The reason for this is I simply want to have this over here at the cobblestone generator. So this is generating us more. But I think I'm going to try and pick this up and move it. I don't know exactly where I actually want to put this just yet, but I figure I should probably find a more permanent place for this. So I don't plan to keep Tinkers in this little cubby hole here because this is just way too small. So let's go ahead and put our cobblestone generator there and our wooden crate on top, and hopefully that gets in it. There we go, look. It looks like this can store 4,100, and you could put 2 on there. There's no way to interface with it, I don't think, but we can now store even more in there, so we'll see how that goes. And that's our cobblestone all taken care of there. The one thing that I am concerned about is I use storage drawers to be able to get blocks and ingots and nuggets all from the same things, but it's not in this pack, so I'm gonna have to find something new out there, unfortunately. But now we've got that taken care of, I want to take care of our food sources, and we got apples here. We could cook and eat these apples, but I actually think that what I want to do is create a juicer. And I did have a look, and this is indeed in the pack. It's not from the one that I am normally used to, but this looks like it is any stone. So we are going to need ourselves some stone here. Let me just grab... Alright, you just click that. Okay. Grab ourselves a stack of that. Get our stone smelted up. And I do want to get into automating this a little bit more, which would mean that we slightly change things a little bit here, because I would put there would be a hopper that would go there and would face into a chest that would be there. The same on this side. which is absolutely fine. That would work. Oh, that would work fine. But we'll get into automating that a little bit later on. Right now, it's not the major worry. The major worry right now is food, because there we go. And what we can do with this juicer is we can take this apple, which does 2 hams and 1.5 saturation, for apple juice that does the same. Okay, so didn't really make much of a difference, but this is still 2 hams instead of the one that we was getting from the acorns. And the acorns was also a waste of resources, simply because we could use them for other stuff. The apples, as of right now, they don't really have much of a use, but you know, we will be able to get into more things that the apples have use. I've had a look, and they do have some uses in this pack, which I might want to explore, including some that add additional heart canisters. So that might be something that we get into a little bit later on. But as for now, I think I'm more than happy like this. So I think that's going to call it for this episode, guys. In the next episode, I want to get... Oh, what's this? Be Kind, Rewind. Craft and use an uninstall upgrade to remove barrels, drums, and storages and more. Oh, right, cool. So you can. Okay, this is going to be fun getting into all of this. But I think in the next episode, I want to continue on and try and get all the way up to the diamonds. And this one is you win, and we need to complete all the advancements. So we still got quite a few to get. And I do want to get into obsidian, because I just look at this. I've decided that I'm going to withhold on doing any more of the base until I can afford this party pickaxe. I've used this before. I got it out of a loot bag before, but it wasn't in this, and it's relatively cheap in sense of what it does, because it's super fast, and mending enchant level 0 has mending on it. And all it requires is these reinforced obsidian ingots, which is reinforced obsidian, which is literally just some iron bars and some obsidian, and that's just iron and obsidian, and we can get those two relatively easily, and then it's just in here, and it can be used in the Tinker's complement that we've got. So it may take some time to actually smelt down, but you know, I think that might be something that we do in the future. That'll make punching out this wood here so much easier. Now I know we've got vein miner or excavator in the pack, but this is connected to this, and it's just going to take too long. I'd rather have the super fast pickaxe, which I believe works as an axe as well. But I'm not 100% certain on that one, but we'll find out. We'll find out. It's super cheap to make, and we'll make that probably in the next couple episodes, because I do need to get to diamonds, and we're not there yet. So I think that's going to call it for this episode, guys. So if you've enjoyed the video, please do consider leaving a like. It really helps out the channel, and I really do appreciate it. So please do leave that like. And click subscribe if you want to see more from me. Guys, in case you want to, thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.